these right here are Anery boas, Kenyan boas. This is my pair of Anerys. I have an Anery striped male and an Anery female. Hopefully we'll be able to breed within the next few years from now. Mainly talking about my female, Oreo. She has quite a ways to go. Rocky's almost there, you know. We got a few months until he's ready to breed. And, you know, he can tell it's a male because how big his tail is, and obviously the spurs. Not really focusing on the spurs. You can kind of see. And if I show you the female, clearly one's bigger than the other. It's mainly because one's a male and one's a female. But not also to include the fact one is younger than the other, and one has another subspecies of Samboa that stays smaller. As you can see, which I'm talking about the male has a subspecies in him, and on top of that, he's a little bit younger. So, I'll show you the big girl's tail. Sausage like no spurs. But the male is more hot dog like. And spurs. So yeah, what I'm hoping to get from these are just depending on what percentage of rufescence is inside him, Rocky, I will get 50% rufescence, or 50% stripes, kind of like Rocky, and 50% normal Anerys. And like I said, depending on percentage of rufescence, I'll probably even pull off some patternless Anerys, and on top of that, tiger Anerys. So there's a lot of possibilities to go in with their pairing. Females need to be around 3.5 to 4 years to breed. You can obviously breed them at 2 years of age, but that's not my comfort zone. You know, unless if I know a female's nice and ready to go, and I feel like it's appropriate, but that's when I become a professional. I've yet to breed Samboas. I'm just going to go in the safe zone. So, like I said, Oreo is around a year and a couple months, year and 4 months old. I believe she is 5 months, 6 months old, something like that. And Rocky's around 8-9 months old. So these guys are fossorial snakes, you know, pretty simple to take care of. But overall, breeding, we're talking about breeding. These guys are live bears, so they give live birth, so you don't have to worry about any eggs or anything. That's why females have to be tons more bigger than males and have to be a certain age, kind of like a human. You can't, just because a girl's on her period and she has the proper body, has the proper chemistry in her body to start producing babies, does not mean that she should have a baby, because her body's not ready for that 100%. But a male, on the other hand, as long as he's producing fertile sperm, it won't hurt for a male to breed. I'm not sure if that goes the same for humans, but overall, I'm just trying to make that as much as a perspective for people who don't really know. You know, and these guys are, you know, pretty simple to keep. Female Samboas, when they're gravid, you can feed them. Just want to feed them a meal that's smaller than the biggest part of their body. So let's say they're feeding on a jumbo mouse. You want to feed them like a rat pup. And let's say they're feeding on a rat pup. You want to give them like a fuzzy or hopper, something in between. So yeah, Anery stripes is a recessive codominant trait. It works like I'm not sure exactly on the exact meaning on incomplete codominant or incomplete dominant, but codominant is one of the better ways to explain a Anery stripe Kenyan sand boa, because, like I said, percentages and stuff really do matter when you're breeding them to a normal sand boa like Oreo here. So yeah, his percentage is roughly around 45%, which is enough percent to get away with breeding him to her, and producing some stripes. So yeah, and the Anery obviously being recessive, and got my girl here since she's a recessive. I should be getting 100% Anerys, and like I said, codominant traits. And there's 3 different things you can get with Refescence times Kenyan. That's patternless, tiger, and stripe. This is one of them. This is stripe, and this is the most common, how do you say, common effect. So yeah, just wanted to give you guys a little update on this breeding pair that I have. They're not breeding yet, like I said. I gotta wait until they're a couple more years old, but they're close to it. Close. I hope to be breeding them, like I said, next few years. So yeah, and so yeah, that's about it. Like, comment, and subscribe.